Welcome back, welcome back. Sue Tennis is here, and she's talking about Lights of Love.
Hi.
Now, tell us about this program.
Well, this is our 12th year to put luminaries at Maplewood Cemetery. And so we're excited. Again, this year we're going to have 3,000 luminaries available for people
3,000,
to pick up. And it's a beautiful sight. After we get them all lit, if you come over the hill going north, it's just amazing.
sure.
We started this in '99 was our first one, when we had like 400 luminaries, because we didn't know how the community would accept it. But it's really grown, and we're really pleased. And of course, you know, we have around 10,000 grave sites there. I'd love to have one at every grave site, but that's a big undertaking.
Right. Do you run out? I mean, do you always run out?
We usually run out, because if we get close to time, we'll start putting them down the driveway if we still have some available,
Right.
which makes it even prettier when you got, the more lights you have, the better
Right.
it looks.
Now, I know that you don't charge
We
for
do
the
not- we
luminaries,
do not
but
charge.
you certainly are.
They're welcome to
Accepting
donate.
donations.
Right. We have little children that come up and want some for their grandparents or maybe their mom and dad, and here, take all you want.
Right.
Now, this idea is the luminaries associated with a person or not?
Not
It's
necessarily.
just-
No, they just take
Okay.
the luminary and place it at their loved one's gravesite.
Okay.
And we have, I think it's become a family tradition with some families. They'll go and also if they want to come and light their own luminaries, we have one family that takes one of the whole blocks up at the cemetery and lights the whole block, and
Oh,
it's a
that's
family
neat.
tradition, and it's where their family's buried, but they want to adopt the whole block, which is really great. You know, some families want to do that, come and adopt a whole block. But I do have Boy Scouts, and I have key clubbers and volunteers that come at 4:30 and start lighting the
Well,
luminaries.
it's a great way and a beautiful way to honor your loved
It
ones.
is. It is. That's why we call it the Light of Love.
Exactly.
How many or how long does this last? How long does
Well,
the program last?
there are little tea lights that we put in the luminaries, so they last around, we say 8:30, because most of the time they don't burn but about 4 hours.
Okay.
But we say dusk to 8:30, and then some people, if they come by and theirs is not lit, you know, bring your lighter and light it,
Certainly.
because we are humans. We try to get everyone lit, but we might miss one.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. If the family members want to come at 4:30 or 5 and light their own, you know, they're more than welcome.
And if it's windy, there may be an issue there of
Very
them
much
blowing out.
so, right.
So
We've had
be
2 or
aware
3
of that.
windy nights that several of them went out. So hopefully this will be a great day on December the 4th, and the weather will act exactly like we want it to act.
Now, what time will you start
At 11 o'clock we have volunteers coming that will put sand in the sacks with the tea lights. And then we say at 1 o'clock they'll be ready, but we have people that come earlier than that. So if they come earlier, yeah, we have them ready to start. But from 1 to 4
Okay.
is when is the main time, and they can just drive through. We're there to hand them out. Sometimes they'll want 10 or 12. Open your
stick 'em in
trunk.
the window. Y'all are great.
Open your trunk. We'll put them in your trunk, and it's just kind of like a drive-through.
Right, right.
But you encourage people just to come out to look, right?
Oh, sure. After that, they need to come through, and I have to inform the police department that we're having big drive-throughs through the cemetery that night. So
I'm sure, so that they don't think anything.
right.
Is this sponsored by a group or
20th Century Club.
Okay.
Tell us a
We've been-
little bit about the 20th Century Club.
Well, we were organized in 1901, and we celebrated our 100th year in 2001 with a big party at the Lyric, and we were all dressed up, you know, like I wasn't. I didn't have a costume, but some were dressed like then. And then I think in 1926 is when the 20th Century Club kindly took over the cemeteries and planted their first maple trees. And although the city does maintain the mowing and maintaining of all the leaf blowing and reed eating, still the 20th Century Club has planted nearly all the trees and mulched them and watered them. And that was, of course, Martha Milburn's baby.
Exactly.
And she passed away last year, and it's going to be hard to replace her. Well, she's not. We cannot replace her. But no one is going to take care of that cemetery like Martha Milburn took care of it. But we are trying really, really hard. And there's been lots of icons that have been presidents of the 20th Century Club, family names, and I'm sure your mom was in the 20th Century
I'm
Club.
sure she was. I have a question about the trees out there too. If a family if they have a grave there and there's an issue with the tree or anything, I don't know what kind of issue, I'm just like thinking
Right.
off the top of my head. Could they contact you?
Sure,
Okay.
sure, yeah,
Okay.
just tell, now we have, in 2009, we had a drastic ice storm.
Yes.
And so then we hired an arborist, which people say, why are you paying an arborist to come down here? They're expensive. But they know how to maintain the trees.
Right.
They know how to cut them. They know which limbs to take off, which limbs not to take off. And all the trees are in fantastic shape now. So we don't want another ice storm. And we had 10 had even come down after the ice storm. So we're in the process of replacing some
planting.
trees, and they'll be coming up. And so hopefully we can, as long as we are able, we can maintain the cemetery to.
And that's your main project?
That is our main project, but we do other things too. We have an art and literacy night at the Lyric Theater. We do dictionary projects for all the fifth graders in Boone County. And we do the flags at Armistice Day up at the cemetery for all the veterans. So we're busy. It's not only the
Exactly.
cemetery. We do a lot, community work, and we're really
Community
pleased.
service.
We do.
But this event's coming up the 4th of
December the
Is that-
4th.
what day is that?
Saturday.
It's on Saturday, 1 to 4. They can pick up their luminaries. The luminaries will be lit probably from dusk until around 8:30. They can drive through and see where their loved ones are buried with a light by it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks
We
so much for
appreciate
being
what
here.
the
Yeah.
20th Century Club does.
And you have a nice holiday.
Nice holiday to you all.
Yeah,
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you. Michelle Bayer.
Byler.
Byler is going to be here, our Agency on Aging, Northwest Arkansas, talk about Medicare Part D. Stay with us.
I know you're glad that I'm here to correct you on every
Thank you
time you
so
screw up a name.